Hello to my Geminis. Hope y'all are having a fantastic night and you had a great Friday. For everyone watching the replay, hello and welcome. All right, so a few disclaimers while we start here. This is a general read for Geminis, intended for the weekend of March 22nd. And I say it that way for a couple of reasons. First, these messages cannot and will not ever apply to every single Gemini, right? So if it resonates with you, great. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I hope for, okay? But if it doesn't, that's okay. There are so many other YouTube people who you might resonate with better, right? Like they might just be reading your energy better. You guys might be on a similar wavelength or similar frequency, okay? The other part of it is that time is fluid. So even though I'm recording this on the 22nd of March, it could be that you're not ready to receive this message right now, or it just doesn't apply to your life right now. But that might not be the case in a month or a year or 10 years or whatever, So I encourage you to not be too focused on dates, times, things like that. If this pops up on YouTube randomly for you in a week or a month or whatever, check it out if you feel so inclined. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see what else. Oh, yeah, feel free to like and subscribe if you really enjoy this, or share it if you know someone that might like it. There's a notification bell that you can put on if you happen to like my particular stylings of readings. And yeah, I do some bite-sized bits, and my intention is to do that every single morning. So what that is like a 5 to 10 minute reading for each sign, just as a general live reading. Again, I intend to do that every single morning. And then I also intend to do a weekly reading. So Sunday night, Monday morning, if you have input into which you would prefer, let me know. And also let me know your time zone, because that makes a difference, right? I am in Mountain Time Zone most of the time in the United States. So I intend to travel a lot, and wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, I still intend to be doing this. I can take it everywhere I go. Along the same lines of it not resonating with everyone, if you are interested in a personalized reading, there's an email address in the description of my channel that you can write me at, and we can arrange for that personal reading, okay? I think that's it for the announcements. Let's get into it. That was a lot. Thanks for hanging in there with me. All right, these cards are shuffled way enough now, and nothing has popped yet. Oh, as I say that, there's one, right? Okay, there we go, Gemini. So we got one. I usually try to pull about 5. This first deck that I use is just a regular deck of playing cards. So I'm using these until my actual tarot decks come in, but that doesn't take away from the message, right? With these ones, it just doesn't have the really nice, colorful illustrations of what's going on with the energy. So I have to be more intuitive, and frankly, I just kind of have to know my stuff a little bit better. So if I get something wrong, dude, I'm human. Like, leave me a comment. We're all learning here. I'm definitely not above saying that I'm never wrong, okay? Like, we all mess up. Give me some constructive feedback, criticism, whatever. I'm totally open to it. So, yeah. By pointing out our faults, I feel like all you're doing is helping me be better. So, feel free. I love you guys. All right. We got 5 out here. Let's go ahead and get started with this reading. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's just super cool. You have, I'm going to hold them all up because I just think that looks really cool for the 4 of them. Ace, Queen, Queen, Ace. Okay, super cool. And then the last card you have is the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so, and nothing is in reverse. So like there's nothing obvious as a block right now, which is kind of cool. That might just be that um for some of you watching, it might just be that you are killing it in life right now. You're flourishing. Um, you're super strong in your power right now, and you're connecting with your higher self to really be the best version of you. Like, how cool is that? You know what I mean? Like, you've done some growth to get past the things blocking you up. That's awesome. Um, and if that's the case and that's what you're feeling right now, I hope that you've taken time to celebrate, and if you haven't, I encourage you to do so. A lot of times we forget that things like that, or we think that they're like too small or insignificant to celebrate. Heck no, that's huge. Not many people get to be that way very often, right? So celebrate that. Celebrate how great you're feeling and how amazingly you're doing. That's awesome. Take this weekend to celebrate that fact, okay? Let's move on into the actual cards. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So with aces, we see beginnings, right? So there might be something new in your material realm, um, whether it be like a new job opportunity or, um, maybe if you've been in jobs for a while, maybe you're seeing a new career present itself. That's pretty cool. Um, what is that? There's something that's trying to come through right now. It's new opportunities to earn. And the reason I say that is because it's not necessarily a job or career. You know, if you're a particularly creative person, you could be just doing your hobbies, and then instead of holding on to them, like paintings or whatever, you put them up for sale and you allow for someone else to enjoy that. You know, spreading the love in that way. That's super cool. Um, it could be so many things. Let's move on and we'll bring it all together, okay? The next one we have is the Queen of Hearts. So queens are the divine feminine. It's that motherly, nurturing vibe. Whether you are male or female, right? We all have masculine and feminine within us. So this what I'm seeing here is you are in flow with your feminine side, okay? You're very connected with that part of you. So you are very understanding of your emotions. You're able to understand others' emotions, which is a huge gift. That's amazing. Not everyone can do that, okay? Um, use that. Use that understanding of yours and others' emotions to enhance your life, right? Like if something needs to be brought up, I feel like you're the kind of person who is strong enough and centered enough within themselves in this area to bring it up, right? If there's like a really emotional situation that's coming up for you, you have the foundation to be able to push through to it. Not quite a king, because a king is that mastery, right? So maybe you just need a little bit more courage or confidence in that realm, to really push you to that next level and get you to that mastery. But where you're sitting right now is also very beneficial for not just you, but the people around you, okay? So be cognizant of that power that you hold and use it for good, my friend. Because all these powers we have, we can use them for good or bad, right? Use it for good. Okay. The next two that we have are actually both sword cards. So we have the Queen of Swords, which is very protective energy. Again, like that mother, like the mama bear kind of thing, right? Like, I don't know if you've had some kind of threat to some stability in your life. It doesn't have to be kids, right? But some stability in your life. So this new material goodness that's coming in that you're bringing forth. Maybe there's been something that's been a threat to that in the past, and you're in this energy here where it's like you're mama bear, like, no, you can't have that, like, that's mine, you know what I mean? um and it's not in a bad way. It's a good thing to protect the things that you care about, the people that you care about. um and between these two, right, you have the protection, you have the love, you have the emotions, um the go into battle if you need to, both sides of it. I feel like it's a really well-rounded energy of the different parts of a queen. Okay, so you have different parts that are coming together to just make you a really strong, again, powerful person, right? Cool. So Ace of Swords, little bit different of an energy, right? It's a beginning. It's almost possessive. So when I talked about the mama bear thing here, it can have that possessive quality to it where it's like, this is newly mine. So if it is about kids, like, I just had this baby, right? And like that's my baby. You kind of get this fire in your eyes and you're like, go away. you know? Um, so the caution in this card is just to tell you, you can be protective. You can even, possessive is not always a terrible thing, but you have to be careful with it, right? Like, especially if it's a new energy for you, um, it can very easily turn into a block within your heart. When you try to possess something, you're holding that thing back, but you're also holding yourself back because you develop these fears of losing it or of hurting it, or whatever. The fear can go on and on and on, and that's what you don't want to develop. So appreciate this new beginning. Be protective of this new beginning, with whatever this is, within. And it might just be like a mental thing, like you had this new idea and you're really protective over it, and you're really like, you don't want someone to steal that idea before you can make it come to life, right? Don't think that way. Think about it in a loving way, like this idea is uniquely mine in the way that other people can have this idea, but I am the only one that can deliver it in my unique way. Okay, there might be 50 other books out there about whatever this idea is that you have, right? But the words that you use to convey that message are going to resonate very differently than the other 50 books. So you can help other people by putting out your ideas. And it's okay if 50 more books come out between these other ones existing and yours coming into fruition. That's okay. There will always be people waiting for the message that you are delivering in the way that you're delivering. Okay? Rewind that, listen to it over and over again if you have to, because I don't think I could say it exactly the same, but that's important. Okay. The last card we have in this part of the spread is the Four of Pentacles. So the fours hold kind of a special idea to me. It's like, it can be stability within Pentacles. But, I mean, it could also be just like it's coming back to that possession, like hoarding almost. Like you're afraid that that's all you're going to get is those four pentacles, those four coins, okay? And that's never true. It's only true if that's what you hold in your mind. I guess that's the important part. But flip it on its head, right? Like, you've got these four pentacles, and that's amazing, and it's wonderful. And like, how blessed are you right now to have these four pentacles? How cool is that? And then how much more can you do because of those pentacles, right? And it doesn't just have to be money. It can be that you have just abundance perceived abundance. This is the thing. It can be, because it's only 4, it could be perceived as lack, right? But flip it on its head and be grateful for what you have. Be grateful that you have those 4, because some people don't, okay? It could be that you have a really great feeling atmosphere within your home that you're so excited to come home to every day, right? It might not be the big house that you want eventually to raise a family in, but if you're single right now and you just have a really great vibing home, that's something to be grateful for, okay? So look at these 4 pentacles that you have in your life and enjoy them. Enjoy them to the fullest, okay? All right, so that's the first cards. The next set that I like to do is, it's actually a gifted tarot deck that I got. It's called Archangel Power. And I really, really love that this has angels on every single card. Why am I doing that? I don't need to do that. Okay. So with the first set of cards, we kind of laid down the foundation. We kind of saw where you are. And again, with time being fluid, it could be past energy, future energy, things like that. But with these cards here, the intent is to receive specific guidance from guides, okay? So your guides, the collective guides, however you want to see that, angels, your deity, however it comes across for you, okay? But I just love it. Let's see what we get here. Okay, we got 1. I usually pull up to 3. It just kind of depends on how it's feeling. Okay, there's 2. Oh, okay, there's 3. Poppin'. Okay, so the first one out was King of Raphael. Now check this out. He's just chilling there. He's like, what's up? Why are you coming into my sea right now? What are you doing? I'm feeling that protective energy again, okay? Like, this is my sea. These 2 right here, these 2 dolphins, these are my dolphins. This angel up here, yeah, that's my angel. Okay? So there's a fine line between confidence and cocky, and that's kind of what I'm feeling here too. So that might just be for a handful of people, but, you know, toe that line, figure it out. The card, what it actually says, so couple different facets here. If this is a person, it doesn't necessarily have to be you. It could be someone you're interacting with. But this person, and it's funny that it says this because it's not the vibe I was getting, right? It says warm, generous, honorable, and refined. Kind of the opposite of what I was feeling, okay? Could go either way then. Take it as it resonates with you, for yourself or someone in your life. Maybe it's that, you know, one of you is that possessive, controlling, cocky / confident person, and the other person is that warm, generous, honorable, refined, and it's kind of causing like a head, you know, everything's coming to a head. So it could be these splashing waves here are what it's creating. I don't know. Take it as it is. The words on the card says, yes, it is safe to trust. So if there is that battle going on, it's safe to trust. Work through it. The ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. And it's really that first line that's sticking out to me. Yes, it is safe to trust. Okay. So there's something big going on here. I feel like it's the sea just coming up to rise, right? Because the first part of your reading, I mean, it's all very positive. You're seated in your power. You're doing really great. You know, all of that. And it's like maybe there's something brewing under the surface, not quite yet there. Maybe it's coming this weekend. I don't know. But there's some kind of unease or some kind of like headbutting. Like I kind of saw those bighorn rams, you know, they do that headbutting. And it's okay. Like, it'll be okay. Stay in your power that you know that you have. and use it for that good. So again, connect with those emotions, connect with that protective part of you. If this is in a relationship, what I just got is remember that when you're in that romantic relationship and you come across some kind of argument, it's you and that person against the problem, right? It's not you against that person. That's not how it just doesn't work very well that way, okay? So, for whoever needed to hear that, there you go. The second card that came out is Page of Ariel. So this one, I always think of Beauty and the Beast because she's in a library and, like there's no windows in there and like she's content being there. It's all good. It's like I chose this. This is cool. The person comes across as reliable, clever, educated, and balanced. So this I'm definitely getting is you. Okay, we already talked about being seated in your power, like over and over again. I feel like. So the card itself says an excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. So I don't know if you're looking at education or, maybe you've had some fears that have kept you from doing that, but now's the time, okay? If it's not about education, it's just another really great opportunity. So I think, yeah, we had talked about Pentacles and it was the Four of Pentacles. So, and the Ace of Pentacles at the beginning, yeah. So a new opportunity in the material world, right? It's an excellent opportunity. Time to get to work. Get on it. You're going to know what you need to do. So don't second guess yourself. Don't sit in doubt. Don't sit in your fears. Get to work. So this third guidance card is the Knight of Raphael. Okay, check him out. Like, he's not a king. He's doing the hard work. He's riding a horse on a beach and, that sounds lovely, but he's also in full knight garb and, it's not a super clear day. So, I don't know. The person here, I don't feel like it's you. I feel like it's someone in your life. And the way that they describe them is romantic, dramatic, poetic, and introspective. So, very opposite from this Page of Ariel, right? Like, this person is balanced and just calm, poised. This person is like head of the drama club and, like, not that there's anything wrong with that ever. I have to sneeze. It'll pass. Okay. But bless you. Bless me. Okay. Let's get back into this. Knight of Raphael. We have, it's the complete opposite. So I was saying, like, this person might be super loud and like really animated and really excitable, all of these kinds of things. Just a complete yin and yang kind of thing here is what I'm seeing, okay? The words on the card itself says committed romantic relationships. So maybe you're getting into a new relationship. Or maybe it's someone coming back around and just starting fresh. You know what I mean? Or maybe you're already in that committed relationship. I don't know. Being swept off your feet. That's sweet. Situations or topics that make your heart flutter. I love that. That's beautiful. I don't think I've ever pulled this card before. I really like that. Oh, okay. Something else that just popped out at me is this right here. That is a symbol for health. Okay. So this will be very specific for only a few people, but the very end of the card talks about your heart fluttering, and then there's that little health thing that popped out to me. So for a few of you, be very in tune with your body and be very conscientious of it, okay? There could be something going on internally, like with your heart, maybe with your digestive tract, but with the heart fluttering, I mean, you might be having like palpitations or, personally, I've known people who have had heart attacks and not taken care of it for a little while, right? And they lived, thank God. But like, that stuff happens, okay? So take care of yourself is what I'm saying. take care of yourself. If it doesn't have to do with a relationship, go internal. Maybe go to a doctor if you've had some things happening that you haven't been taking care of. It's time to take care of it, okay? Take care of you. That's important. This third deck that I use is an oracle deck. It's called Dear Universe, and it's by Sarah Prout. So she is an energy guide. That's not right. Sarah Prout. She works on law of attraction and manifestation, and she is a spiritual leader. That's how I like to talk about her. Just a real ray of light. I really enjoy her. I've been a part of her community, and she just released a book. So if you do enjoy these oracle cards, I would encourage you to go check her out. The book is on pre-release right now, so I believe April 2nd is when it comes out. Check her out. Okay. I usually like to get one of these because we set the foundation with the first deck. The second deck gives you a little bit of guidance from spirits, from angels, your deity, whatever. This third deck gives you more of a focus of like how can I be better right now? How can I heal? What is something, that I can be really purposefully focused on to work with the universe, to get better. I don't know a better way to say that. It's just, that's what's coming across. So, one card, please. Sometimes I'll take two if they pop, but, when you're trying to get focused, it's better to focus on one thing than two. Come on, guys. Nope, almost. All right. That's like 5. Okay, no, it was like 5. I'm not doing that. So, we'll save time for the outro then, and I'll just tell you now, again, if you enjoyed this reading, like and subscribe, share if you know someone. There's like 5 again. Gemini, you're like a trickster usually, right? At least in my life. So, I'm feeling your trickster coming out. Anyways, like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell if you're interested. If you'd like a more in-depth personal reading, send me an email and we'll make it happen, okay? Right now I have really quick turnaround times, so it's the perfect time to get what you need right now, okay? And I just want to thank you guys again for being here. Really appreciate it. Okay, so the card that came out says, Dear Universe, allow me the power to inspire and heal others. So be it, so it is. Okay. We kind of talked about that with being seated in your power as that Queen of Hearts and the Queen of Swords. You can impact people for good with that power. So with this focus, allow me the power to inspire and heal others. That's beautiful. And by focusing on others, a lot of times it's, people will have this fear that it's taking away somehow from themselves, but the opposite couldn't be more true, okay? By helping others, by giving them messages, a lot of times we ourselves hear things that we needed to hear, okay? So don't hold back on that. Don't think that by giving away love, you're losing love. That's not how love works. Go forth and be awesome. Okay. So thanks for being here again. I hope you had a great Friday and a wonderful weekend. And I hope to see you in the future.